day 9 of the 28 Days of Pilates. So we're in week 2 now. How great is that? So we're going to start that sequence all over again. So today is ab day, and we're going to up it a level from last week, and we're going to take all the principles that you learned last week into this week, so it's going to be a tad bit more challenging. So you ready to get started? Let's do this. So I'd like you to start lying down on your back and find your neutral spine. And let's take 3 cleansing breaths here as we get into our belly scoop and our pelvic placement. So take an inhale through the nose and just widen up those ribs. And exhale, let the air out. 2 more breaths as you draw that belly in and up and find that scoop. Feel how that scoop just reaches up out of the crown of your head. And exhale, pull it all in as you pull the ribs and pelvis from one another. One more time, inhale. Opening up the upper spine. Exhale as you pull it down. Good, taking your arms down by your sides. I want you to just draw one knee in towards your chest on an inhale. And exhale as you let it float back down. Switch sides, inhale. Exhale. Now this is coming from the belly scoop, so I want you to really try to release the hip flexor as much as possible and let the weight of the knee pull in, just sort of like fall in towards your chest. On the way down, you're going to deepen that belly scoop. And as the weight of the leg goes down, you're going to have to make it a little bit more controlled. Good. All right, so now what I want you to do is take one leg up and then take the other leg up, and we're going to try not to change anything in your spine. Let's do that again. Drop the legs down. So let's do it with our breath. Inhale, drawing the belly in and up, so you got that belly scoop. So as you exhale, can you pull that leg in without changing the shape of your spine? One more time, and I want you to place your hands on your belly now. So inhale, feel the ignition, feel that connect. Now maintain that in and up as you exhale. Pull it up. Did anything change? Did anything pop up? All right, just notice that. Take your arms down by your sides and let's tap. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. All right, so again, trying to get out of the hip flexor. So as you go down, maybe ignite the back of the leg a little bit so we can really get into the abs. Sometimes I like to place my hands right there on my belly to make sure nothing is disconnecting or popping up. Good, one more time. Good, and then squeeze your thighs together. All right, so now we're all squeezed together. Both legs are going to lower down just a few inches. That's it. Again, did anything change there? On your exhale, pull it right back in. Maintain the length of your spine. So as I'm going down, I'm really squeezing my thighs together to get all the way into my side body. I'm deepening my belly scoop. Inhale. And then as I exhale, just pulling and cinching in that waistline as I anchor the back of my pelvis. Maybe go a little bit lower if you're okay with that. Now notice when you go lower, you're challenging yourself more, right? So maybe the shoulders want to come up. Anchor those shoulders down. Did that pop your ribs? Just take notice, okay? We got one more. Now, can you keep inhaling and maybe drop the feet down? Exhale your air out. Maybe this time, take an inhale, find your belly scoop. Let's hover our feet above the floor. Don't let anything change in your spine. Is that a lot harder? Ooh, just notice. Good. And bring it back to center. I'm going to pull my feet up just a smidge more, but keep them together. Take an inhale, find that belly scoop. Exhale, curl the upper back up. Did you tilt that pelvis? Come on, try not to. We're going to stay here, and I want you to float your arms up as you take your chest forward more, and then just take the hands behind the head. Place the weight of the head in the hands and try to come up a little bit higher from your belly scoop. Good. And then lower it back down. Lift up from here. Exhale. Weight of the head in the hands. Good. And lower back down on your inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. One more time. Let's exhale, press. Let's hold it there. Now let's reverse those arms we did before. So you're going to float those arms back and up, and nothing's going to change in your torso. Maybe grab your thighs here and try to lift yourself up a little bit higher from that belly scoop. Stretch that back. Let go here. Can you stay? Good. Maybe circle the arms up over the head and around. Did anything change? And lower it back down. Good job. All right, so from here, I want you to take your knees in. Good. And we're going to take our arms out to the sides and squeeze those thighs together. Let's get a little rotation. So inhale, rotate to one side with those knees. Come back to center, other way. My upper back is not going to move. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep those knees sealed together. Good. And if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, maybe stretch the legs. Come over, up and over. Only if you'd like. You can even do a little bend over and reach. And then bend as you go over and reach. Good, whatever you'd like. Just one more. Good. And come to center. Let's stay right here. Take your hands behind the head, or the thighs, not your head. You're going to lift your head. Okay, so right here, let's maintain our lift. So I'm going to scoop my belly more and try to stretch that belly scoop up out of the crown of my head to lift even higher. Good, and just stay right here and then let go of those arms. Squeeze your thighs and start to pump those arms. Inhale and exhale. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Good, focusing just right in that belly. And as you maintain that belly scoop, you're breathing into your upper spine. On that inhale, you're trying to create more length to come up and over. Maybe pump those arms a little bit more and challenge that torso stability. Shoulders down. Oh, good job. Hug it in. All right. Grab it here. Roll yourself up. Good. So now from here, I want you to roll off your tailbone just a smidge. Keep your belly scoop. Bring one leg up. Take the other leg up. Don't change anything in your spine. So I'm going to draw my belly in and up, and I'm going to try to take my shoulders right over my hips as I maintain that belly scoop. So if I go back, look, it's just my flexion there. It's the 100 position that we just did, right? Come up. Nothing changes in that spine. Roll back on an inhale, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. Keep that scoop. 2 more. 1 more. Good. And then just placing the feet down. All right, so now we're going to roll back. You're going to find that flexion that we just had. Here it is. All right. I'm going to take one leg up to tabletop, and I'm going to maintain that flexion. Maintain it as you take your other leg up. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to stretch one leg long. We're not going to change anything in that spine. And then we're going to switch. And switch. Good. Maintaining that belly scoop. Reach. And reach. Hug it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Hug it on in. All right, so as it's hugged in, just let it anchor for a sec. You're doing a lot of ab work. Really good job. All right, so one more here. We're going to take our hands behind our head and support our head in our hands. Go ahead, find that tabletop position. Take an inhale here. Breathe into your upper back. Exhale, scoop it up. All right, so now I'm taking the weight of my head in my hands here, and I'm really trying to lift up more from my belly. And then from here, just stretch your legs long and keep that lift up and over of the belly, and then bend it back in. Inhale, reach, belly scoop as you flex your spine up and over. Bend it in. Nothing changes in that torso, but you constantly got to work in order to create that. All right, and stretch, and pull, and 3. Good, kind of like you're just cinching in that waistline. 2. One more time. 1. Good, lower it on down, take the knees up. Flex your body up and come on up. Stretch those legs in front of you and let's get nice and tall here. Stretch your arms long and shoulders pull back on your spine. Take an inhale, lift up. And then exhale, you're just gonna dive your shape forward without moving your pelvis and roll it back up. So again, all we're doing is creating that same 100 flexion, but we're upright. So your pelvis doesn't move or tuck, and your belly is the one in control. One more time. And up, and release it down. Good, let's turn it to our side, or stomach. That's not our side. All right. Now bring your legs long and bring them together and anchor your pubic bone. So we want to draw our belly in and up, and as it goes up, we're lifting our chest forward. Maybe pulling our palms back a little bit and then lower it down. So give me 2 more like this. Inhale it up. Good, exhale it down. One more time. Squeeze where the seat meets the hamstring and really lengthen the hips away from you. Good, now we're gonna add the arms. The arms are gonna come up and it's gonna be a lot challenging on the belly. Good, and your stability. And then lower it down. Inhale it up. Come on, find that belly scoop, make that really support you. One more time, inhale, come up. Good, stay right here. Now stretch your arms out to the sides. From here, we're gonna try to lift it up just a smidge higher. And as you do, pull your pinkies into your thighs. And then go back out into that hover. Inhale, pull in. Reach and anchor those legs. So as I inhale and come up, I'm trying to open my ribs a little bit more, but I'm maintaining that belly scoop. And as I go down, I'm closing the ribs a little bit and maintaining the belly scoop. 3, 2, come on, really anchor those feet. 1, release your body down, bring it back. Good, nice good stretch here. And let's come over to our side. And we're gonna go down to our elbow so we can kind of feel our torso a little bit more. And you're gonna anchor that shoulder back into the back. We're gonna hover our hips up like we did last week. All right, and your pelvis is square and you're really pushing into this forearm. And you're feeling that bottom shoulder rotate open, lifting our waist. Good. Now we're gonna settle it back down and we're gonna lift it back up and just find it. Push into that whole forearm. Take it down and lift. So your forearm is attached to your back, which is attached to your belly. So can you really lift that waist up? Good. And now we're going to add a little leg lift with it. We're going to reach our arm at the same time. So lift and tap it back in. Reach. Good. And pull it in. Do you remember your principles? Just like we learned last week, we're adding on 2 more. 2. We're gonna hold it up on 1, take up space, really take up space in the room. Good, pelvis is square, shoulders rotated open, feel your back, feel your waistline lift, your hips lift. Push into the whole forearm and hold it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it, good job, other side. All right, so you wanna anchor the elbow and forearm down. We're gonna pull this shoulder back, and we're gonna lift up from the waist as our hips stay square and stacked, okay? So just find that here. Nice posture. Look down a little bit so your neck stays aligned. Good, and we're just gonna tap it down and lift it up. And you'll notice it's not a big lift, right? But use this time to really connect with your back. Rotate, open that shoulder, and feel your waistline and ribs lift. You got that? Good. Now stay there. We're gonna lift an arm and a leg. Good. And then we bring it down and we lift and reach. Don't be afraid to take up space. Stabilize the underside of your body. That's the support that lifts you up. Reach. Good. And then the pelvis just stays neutral. Even though it's horizontal, it's still in the same plane, hips and pubic bone. 2. On this one, we're gonna go up and we're gonna hold it and we're gonna really take up space and we're gonna breathe here. Good, and really connect with all those muscles. Hold it 5, 4, keep getting bigger, lift that waist, 3 in the hips, 2, 1, and bring it on in. Good job. Let's turn to our back here. And I want you to really anchor the pelvis, stretch your arms, take an inhale here, exhale as we press it back behind us, and then inhale, we're gonna start to lift the head, neck, and shoulders, and I want you to really try to keep the arms as close to your ears as possible as you come up, and then you're gonna dive it forward. Now on your way back, can you really anchor your feet? Try not to let the heels slide back with you. Really stretch through the heels as you bring it on down. Now as you come up, same thing. Can you try to come up and over without letting your heels slide forward? So what do you have to do? You have to use your belly. Yeah, belly scoop takes you up, your seat, and over. So stay right there. So you're pulling everything inward, scooping the belly in and up. Everything's active in that trunk. Now as you go back, reach those legs long. Use your belly to bring you down. Try that again. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up and over. Squeeze the thighs, inner thighs, seat, hamstrings, belly, up and over. Oh yeah, much different feel, right, than collapsing forward. Now listen, if you're new to this and you're just trying to lift up, just follow that right now. But for those of you that have been doing Pilates for a while and you want to really enhance your work, here it is, right? Got one more. Take it over, stay over there, and then just roll up through the spine. Good. Crisscross your legs, turn to you. And here is our reconnecting with how we feel. So close your eyes and just let everything release. How do you feel? All right, quick little work to really fine tune those muscles, but we're getting more awareness there, right? Our postures, we're finding it a little bit better, a little bit easier. Anchoring the pelvis, drawing the belly in and up. As you close your eyes, I want you to really picture your spine here. So the spine is the life force of your body, right? There's a lot of like electricity and energy and our sort of like just power source is there. So can you feel it and ignite into it? Feel the energy of it and breathe into it. Good, almost picture it like a shining light in the center of your body. And as you kind of press your pelvis down, right? So the end of your spine is one way, and then the other part of your spine just lifts up out of the crown of your head. And sometimes when you really picture your spine as that life force, you kind of can automatically get into alignment. Open your eyes and just sort of feel how you feel. Now that's a very positive force right in the center of your body. See if you can kind of tap into that today. It's strong, it's powerful, it's supple, it holds you up, it's malleable, it can move, it is alive. All right, so let's just play with that. And if it's a weird thing to think about, I'm sorry, but it's a cool thing to think about if you really picture sort of that spine just being able to handle all of this movement, and it's good for it, and we want to get it stronger and more supple so that you feel better. Okay, enough of me talking. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow for day 2. No, what am I saying? Day 9, but the second day of our series. So tomorrow is posture day. So level 2 of the posture. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.